boys and girls, it's Miss D, back here again, ready to learn some new rules. This week, we're going to focus on compound words and abbreviations. But first, let's review those rules. We know that a digraph is when you have two letters that form one sound. We also know that a trigraph is when we have three letters that form one sound. We know that a combination is when you hear two sounds that are different in a digraph and something unexpected happens. The WH, when you say it correctly, sounds like this, wheel, instead of wh. So that's a combination. A vowel diphthong is when you have two vowels side by side in the same syllable that make the same sound, like down and ground, OU and OW. Vowel teams are when two vowels team up, stick together to make a sound, like oi, OI and OY, for destroy and poison. We know that vowel Y takes the place of I in the final position, like buy and fly. We know that homophones are words that have different spellings and meanings, like two, and two. We know that a contraction is two words put together to form one. And then we talked about R-controlled vowels, when a vowel plus an R forms a combination before any consonant except for R. And this week, like I said, we're going to talk about compound words and abbreviations. I bet you've heard about compound words before. It's when you pound two words together to form one. A compound word is two smaller words that we put together to form one. For instance, the word down and the word stairs. We know that down is a direction, right? And we know that stairs are something that you can walk on, correct? But together, if you take those two words and pound them together, you get downstairs. I was upstairs and now I went downstairs. So I have a bunch of compound words here today that we're going to put together to form, a bunch of different words that we're going to create compound words with. So I'm going to show you the two small words, and then we're going to put them together to form the compound word. So here's the first one. We have the word, so I'll say it and then you say it. Air, port, airport. Good. You ready for the next one? Door, way, doorway. Awesome. All right, here's the next one. Ready? Cross, walk, crosswalk. Awesome. Let me scoot those up a little bit. Move these over. And then up, hill, uphill. Awesome. Sorry, there you go. All right. So the words are they mean something different when they're separated. Up is a direction, hill is like a small mountain, and then uphill is when you are traveling up a mountain. Kind of puts them together. Hand, print, handprint. Awesome. You get the idea? Two smaller words put together to form one. Skate, board, skateboard. Have you ever ridden on a skateboard? Life, time, lifetime. Awesome. Now we're going to go over the abbreviations real quick. An abbreviation is a shortened form of a word. It's when you make it smaller. So you notice the theme here, we're making things smaller. It usually starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. For example, Mr., capital M, R, period, is actually the shortened form of Mr., M-I-S-T-E-R. So this is the word that we start with, and we shorten it to Mr., capital M-R, period. So that is the abbreviation. All right, so now we're going to go over a few more. So, Mrs., repeat after me, Mrs., capital M-R-S, period, is short for a lady that's married. It's a formal word, and so you put it in front of, like, for example, Mrs. DuCharme was a classroom teacher. That's used in context. That tells you that Mrs. DuCharme is married. MRS typically means that the person is married. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, Miss, you see how I say Miss, not Mrs., Miss, that is typically a generic form of the way of saying that someone is, they could be married or not. If you don't know if the lady's married or not, you put MS, period, capital MS, period. Miss Davis was my favorite piano teacher. So that is the difference between Mrs. and Miss. So Mrs. it sounds longer, Mrs., and it has more letters. And then MS, capital MS, is Miss, and it means that you don't know if they're married or not, so it's kind of generic. All right, doctor, capital D-R, period. Doctor. It's short for the word D-O-C-T-O-R, doctor. So instead of spelling out the word doctor, we have the word, the abbreviation, capital D-R, period. Okay? Let's do another one. Oh, actually, let me read this into context. Dr. Seuss was a famous author of books created for children. All right. All right, now let's do this one right here. Capital S-T is short for the word street. So you might see that on a street sign somewhere. Capital S-T means street. Maria lives on Warwick Street. So instead of spelling out the whole entire word, you just can spell out the shortened abbreviation. Road, capital R-D, stands for road. R-D stands for road. Let me move these over a little bit. All right. Nicholas lives on Apple Tree Road. Okay, so A-V-E, capital A-V-E, period, is short for avenue. A-V-E, capital A-V-E, period, stands for avenue. Did you know that North Garland Avenue used to be named North Star Road? Fun fact. So when you have an abbreviation, remember that it is a shortened form of a word. And also, our compound words are two words that are put together to form one. Two small words that are put together to form one. So abbreviation is the shortened form of a word that has a capital letter and a period, and then a compound word is when you have two words pounded together to form one. So the last thing we'll do with this is just go over some of these words together. So we're going to go on over this line. I say and then you say. Cookbook, snowflake, bedroom, outdoors, classmate, railroad, baseball, upstairs, wheelchair, lighthouse, friendship, good, weekday. At lunchtime, I had a burger and a milkshake. Do you see any compound words in this sentence? Yes, lunchtime and milkshake. And then we have these abbreviations right here. This is short for street, Mr., avenue, Mrs. Dr. Perez's office is on Parker Road. So we have two abbreviations there. Do you see the two abbreviations? Yes, doctor and road. For independent practice, you can do the decoding page from HMH. And remember that compound words are two words that form one. An abbreviation is a shortened form of a word that has a capital letter and a period. See you next time.